This phone is 1 year old, and in this video, I'm going to test the build quality and also freeze it underwater for 1 hour. If it survives, it proves Samsung is insane. If it fails, this changes everything. This is the Samsung Galaxy A56 5G, the best flagship phone in the A series. Not brand new, not fresh out of the box. 1 year of wear and tear, so the real question is, does IP67 still hold up after an year? And can the build still handle the bend test and scratches? Clean design with glass on both sides, but today none of that matters. This is not a review, this is a survival test. This awesome olive variant has a 12 megapixel front facing selfie camera with a CMOS BSI sensor, 1 by 2.74 inches format at f2.2 aperture. Video is at 8.29 megapixels at 30 fps and face unlock. This triple camera system houses a 50.12 megapixel main rear camera at f1.8 with a 1 by 1.96 inches CMOS BSI sensor. Video is 8.29 megapixel at 30 fps with both optical and digital image stabilization. And the second camera is a 12 megapixel ultra wide at f2.2 1 by 3.06 inches sensor. The third camera is a 5 megapixel macro with a 1 by 5 inch sensor at f2.4. The good news is that the Samsung A56 5G has the Corning Glass Victus Plus tempered production on both sides, on the Super AMOLED display and even at the backside, giving the Galaxy A56 dual production for enhanced peace of mind. Also, another fun fact is, Samsung have done excellently well on the channel, at least on the tempered glass crash resistance side. And as the Galaxy A56 5G is the flagship of the A series, we can't expect anything less than the best premium glass production that Corning offers. The max number of failures is from BBK devices, mostly in budget, lacking oleophobic, and on top of that is in Corning glass. All seems to be fine on the camera unit glass, as well as whole of the backside glass production. The Corning Glass Victus Plus has done a great job of scratch resistance, as is clearly evident from the visual proof, unlike the Corning Glass 7i, which has kept failing in recent devices. Next, on to fun stuff with value, the bend test, as a solid visual proof for the actual real-life build quality of devices. Good things are expected from the A56 build, as opposed to previous yesteryear's weak build qualities of the A50 and A51. Some amount of flex from the first display side bend. The bottom camera unit almost seems to be popping. The flex angle is quite better from the backside bend compared to the first. The aluminum alloy frame seems to be doing a commendable job at the moment. All said and done, the days of the softly built A series seems to be over. Samsung has clearly learned from its past mistakes, evident from the Galaxy A56 passing the bend test with relative ease. For those who are unaware, the Samsung Galaxy A56 5G comes with an IP67 certified rating, which is, in our opinion, equally as good as the IP68 certification. And all the multiple Samsung devices we have tested over the years have done awesomely well till date, including flagships, even for 2 to 3 hours in underwater freeze tests. As you can see, the Samsung A56 5G has no issues with oleophobic coating, as it always has over the years, unlike the multitude of BBK devices without oleophobic as a cost-cutting measure and also failing the scratch test. As is customary with IP68 and IP67 devices on the channel, the light splashing round has been completely skipped directly onto heavy drenching. completing the earlier topic of testing IP67 and IP68 devices over the years. For 1 hour to 3 hours of underwater freezing, Samsung Galaxy devices, especially the flagship S series and A series and also devices from other brands, have always passed 100% of the time. The only exception, of course, was the IP68 rated Poco X7 5G, which suffered total catastrophic liquid damage. As is expected and evident from the visual proof, the heavy drenching doesn't make an iota of difference to the Galaxy A56 5G. Apart from the slight audio disturbance, so far it's solid gold. Let us totally drown the A56 5G underwater inside freezing conditions. But before that, let's have a look at the grey rubber seal on the SIM tray. The first line of defense will give you a level of confidence and relief about the presence of IP67 water submersion resistance. It's now time to throw the Samsung Galaxy A56 5G inside water to initiate the water submersion freeze process. Thankfully, the water is not disturbing the touchscreen with false inputs so that we can see the running timer, and you can also hear the music playing even though it's already submerged underwater. Next, moving to the freezer to start the process of underwater freeze marination, we will let the music keep running in the background as an indicator that things are running smoothly according to plan, as opposed to a sign of potential liquid damage or a dead phone. The impeccable record of SAMI over a decade of underwater freeze testing makes us doubly confident of its liquid resistant success. So will the IP67 on this 1-year-old Galaxy A56 survive the abuse? Samsung has never failed this test before, but there's always a first time, unfortunately. At the first checkpoint, after about 11 minutes, to check for any signs of liquid trouble or initial signs of water damage, the A56 5G seems to be enjoying the underwater freeze marination as of now. At the second and final checkpoint, at about 21 minutes, the Samsung A56 again seems to be chilling coolly inside the freezing conditions, with the music still running underwater. Will it be the first major IP67 failure of Samsung or success as usual? We will get to see the visual proof after more than 1 hour.
I can't forgive them, you know my history, know what I did then, know what I do now, a whole lot worse, heavy is the head, it's a blessing and a curse.
15 minutes later.
It's time for the finale reveal. Whether or not the IP67 production has managed to keep the Galaxy A56 alive or not. The majority of water seems to have hardened at the top. Though initial inspection gives a positive sign, the music still playing after an hour of freeze abuse indicates that the A56 is still alive and well. But so was the Poco X7 5G at this stage, and it went on to totally die on us. A complete disaster. Even then, hopes are strong for the Samsung A56. Thankfully, the bottom part is not frozen, as you can see the A56 moving below the ice, making the removal process a bit less tedious since the water has not totally frozen into a block. Even though the music is audible, the sound is terribly distorted with low audio levels due to water congestion. Notice how a thorough shake will get the majority of the sound back. There are signs of freezing on the AMOLED display at the backside glass protection and the camera unit glass. A quick wipe seems to get the lenses clean to be able to take some test pictures immediately after the freeze abuse. Though waiting for a few hours is advisable for all things to get back to 100%, including the drying of the ports and holes. Another major plus point noticed here is the absence of annoying factors like the infamous headphone icon issue, screen flicker or blank screen issues. Other positive is the battery capacity not falling too much while being frozen alive, like the Mi 11 Ultra at 0% battery. With no visible signs of catastrophic liquid failure of the motherboard and the AMOLED display, the Samsung Galaxy A56 5G has done an awesome job in passing the 1 hour freeze test, behaving exactly like its IP-rated predecessors. Do you trust the IP67 after this, or are you still not risking it? Like and subscribe for more survival test videos.